What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about one of the laziest ways to make gold in Classic and WoW in general, and something you can start doing now, and it's going to be relevant for every later phase as well. And what are we talking about? I'm talking about transmutations. As you can see, the transmute mithril to true silver. This one is generating 2 gold every time I click the button. I only take 1 mithril bar. And this is the first cooldown. As we can see, this is on cooldown for another day to 10 hours. It's a 48-hour cooldown. But there's 2 free gold every 48 hours for this character, and that's going to be the case for most of this phase. Profit is probably going to go down for this specific recipe. So yeah, it's not going to be 2 gold for the entirety of the phase, but as of right now, it's making a good chunk of gold for this character. So if you already have alchemy, you definitely get the recipe off the auction house. And get going. But what I wanted to talk about was doing this with more alts, because, I mean, what's more accessible in Season of Discovery than having more alts? You can level to 26 with 50% bonus, which is where you get this recipe. But obviously, then you need to get to 26, and then you need to level alchemy to max skill, because this one is a max skill recipe. It's 225. So that's going to cost gold, obviously. That's going to cost gold. So is that worth it if you're just going to do this for true silver for this phase? No, I don't think so. But where it is likely going to be worth it is where you look further down the line. To phase 3 and phase 4 at level 60. Because we're going to get more transmutes, and they are very profitable. Obviously, once we get to level 60, we have the Arcanite transmute. Super well known. On a long cooldown, but it's very consistent gold. I generally didn't do that transmute in Classic. I was doing some of the elemental transmutes as well. You would transmute essences into other essences. I think Undeath to Water was maybe the one I did, which was like 7 gold every 24 hours or something like that. So fairly good profit. And that makes it worth it. Particularly since you can level to your crafters to 40 and be ready to get them to 41, which is likely going to unlock max crafting skill, and that's where the only place you have to get them. Now, obviously, if you're already playing alts and you have a free profession slot, or you don't know what you're going to do with professions on them, I'd like to have every profession available. But once you have that, then if you want to stack up on anything, then alchemy for the transmutes is generally pretty good bet, because you can log in once every 48 hours and just get 2 gold for free for like a minute, or depending on your load speed, 5 minutes of work. So that's a lot of gold per hour. I mean, it's not going to be 5 minutes, but yeah, it's going to be like 2-3 at most. So that's a lot of free gold per hour. Just log in, click a button, just buy up all the materials, click the button to craft, mail it over to a banker, and be on your way. Really nice, really easy gold. And yeah, so to get the recipe this phase, you can try to go to the vendor if you want to. It's sold by a vendor in Tanaris. That's kind of annoying. So I just bought them off the auction house. Like I bought the transmute recipe, which is not that expensive. I bought it for quite a bit more. It's 75 silver. I bought it for 3 gold. But that's going to pay back in 2 crafts anyway, and then you need the Philosopher's Stone as well, which is once again also sold by the vendor, but you can get that for 1 gold on my realm. So you're going to make back the price of the 2 recipes on pretty much the first craft. So yeah, I think this is a really good long-term play. Set this up on some alts if you have them, or if you're planning to have them. And then you can just get some free gold every day, every other day, by clicking some buttons extremely easily. Very risk-free, because these items are super in demand. For those of you unaware why true silver is so expensive, it's because of some of the results that showed up when I searched here. True silver ore cannot be melted. No one has the skill to melt true silver ore. We can mine it, but we can't melt it down into bars, which is why the price of ore is 14 silver and the price of finished bars is 3 gold. And then you need the true silver bars to craft this kind of stuff, at least the low background true silver plates, which obviously you need for your Gnormrion epic craft gear. So they're very valuable. But yeah, transmute alts, they're on the menu now. So this is something you can get set up for some easy gold.